Yeah, I think that if one has a positive orientation toward life in general, if one's perspective is rooted in, again, the idea that encountering the unknown is not only necessary, but brings out, or is what makes heroism possible, um, then one is more likely to just be more willing to encounter it. And it's possible that also as, infants, because we haven't really experienced such like total rejection or absolute destruction, we in a
Mhm.
way we're ignorant of those things, right? and
Mhm.
so and so perhaps that also plays a role in terms of our willingness to just sort of go pursue things, because we don't know what rejection actually means, or we haven't really encountered rejection, we haven't really been negatively affected by rejection, at least as infants. The only thing we know is to sort of go forth. And so I think that, combined with that sense of wonder, probably helps to explain why as infants we're so much more willing to do the work necessary and embark upon the sacrifices necessary to get the thing that we want, and then continue to do so. The
Oh,
question is, of course, like, at what point in life does that start to decrease, that willingness, and why does it start to decrease?
yeah. So when you said rejection, I thought that was really interesting because an infant, a toddler, a young child will experience lots of failure, but
Yeah,
it doesn't seem to stop them. They just
yeah.
pick up and start over again. So is it when Jordan Peterson is always talking about the way to really make a person suffer is to make them suffer when they've done something good, to punish them
Hmm.
for having done something good. That causes more suffering than punishing them for having done something bad.
Well, that's interesting. That sounds like it would be an element of the tyrannical father,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah,
Or what he calls the tyrannical mother.
sure.
Yeah.
But I just thought of, like, because I know his whole thing about the tyrannical father is like the tyrannical father specifically punishes creativity, right? Because the tyrannical father is obsessed with order, and too much order and too much rigidness obviously describes the tyrannical state. And so if the young person is embarking upon something that is good, but is also an anomaly, a novel,
Uh,
then the tyrannical father might want to squash that. And that might be what he's describing when he says it leads to even more suffering.
yeah. Well, so that goes into that rule. Don't punish a kid who's skateboarding. Um,
Yeah.
because they're out there risking, right? They're
Yeah.
trying, they're risking. And yeah, that's really interesting.